NRMA Motorfest is one of the largest outdoor displays of motor vehicles in the Southern Hemisphere. There are more than 1,000 cars here. It's been running for 25 years, which has cemented its place as an iconic motoring event. Hi, I'm Di Smith, and welcome to NRMA Motorfest 2011. The popular American car maker Chevrolet celebrates 100 years since its founding. 2011 also sees the largest display of motorbikes for many years, with 24 vintage and veteran motorcycles, including a rare 1911 Norton. There are historic fire engines on display, veteran cars over 100 years old, some rarely seen speedway cars, a collection of classic motorcycles, vintage caravans complete with 1950s fittings and furniture, and a large collection of ex-military vehicles. The oldest car on display will be the rare 1904 Innis, and new to this year will be a display of hot rods and muscle cars. And this is what they come for. Can you tell me if there's any particular cars caught your eye today?
I'm a Ford man, true and true, and there's a beautiful Mustang down in Martin Place that really took my eye.
I'm talking with Brad O'Hara, who's the Head of Community Engagement at NRMA.
I'm in charge of this fantastic event here today, and basically everything else is not bolted down at the NRMA.
It's just fantastic to see so many people here. So what brings you to Motorfest today?
All the good fun, kids' activities and the Australian spirit.
And what's your favourite car that you've seen so far?
XY Falcon.
I'm talking with Isaac Boba, who works for Australian Classic Cars magazine.
Well, as you can see, it's a 1963 EJ Special. It's a time capsule car. There are no seat belts, no safety features at all. We found it in a barn in Blanchetown in South Australia.
This is Emma from NRMA Travel. It's everyone's favourite subject, isn't it, Emma?
It is indeed. We love caravanning, camping in the great outdoors. So
what's the main question or the main thing people want to know here at Motorfest today from you?
they just want to know where our holiday parks are and what they can do. We've got available. So we've got heaps of activities for kids, barbecues, lots of resort pools and water slides, jumping pillows, which even the adults want to go on actually.
Renee, what's the main question people are asking you today at Motorfest?
What kind of packages we can do. They don't realise that we can do everything from start to finish, whether it be just an accommodation down in the south coast or a big round the world package. Anything they want we can do.
Jess, can you tell me what Thrifty are offering here today at Motorfest?
Well, Thrifty have a lot of discounts for NRMA, so go online, www.thrifty.com.au.
This is Evan. He's the operations manager for NRMA's Safer Driving Schools. Tell me about the safer driving practices that you do teach.
Everything from reverse parking right through to highway driving, everything involved in safely operating a vehicle. We have a 25-point curriculum. We work through it, we assess where the learner is at, and we safely teach them to drive. Our focus is teaching safe habits for life.
So what have you seen today at Motorfest? Which car's been your favourite?
Oh, some of the old vintage cars, old Studebakers, and I mean it's an amazing array of things that they've got out today.
Why a Monaro?
My wife found it for me at a swap meet. I own EH Holdens and she liked the shape of it better than EH, so...
Is it Monaro or Monero?
It's Monaro.
We've seen some fantastic cars. We've seen some great spirit. We've seen lots of people dressing up. It's been really fantastic.
That's my favourite part of the whole Australia Day.
And what kind of car would you like to drive?
My dad's Kingswood.
It's a Kingswood family! Why this particular car?
I suppose it's the first new car I ever bought.
Now this Australia Day is a particularly important one for you. Tell me about that.
Well, it is, yes, much to my surprise. I was asked if I wanted to accept a nomination for Order of Australia.
And what is your gong for the Order of Australia?
Well, it's described as my services to motorsport, but particularly historic motorsport.
What's been the best thing you've seen so far at Motorfest?
The SLR 5000s.
Did you used to have one of those?
No, I wish I did. I could never afford it.
I didn't mind looking at the caravans and the old style caravans.
Have you got one? Or you plan to buy one?
I wouldn't mind one.
The event, do you think it should be held every year?
Oh, for sure. So seeing the old cars here, I think everyone enjoys looking at them. So
congratulations. I think it's fantastic that you brought this along. And no doubt it will come back another time and it'll probably be looking much, much better.
If it looks a lot better, people won't take any notice of it. So I think I might just leave it the way it is. Thank you very much, NRMA, for putting on the show. That's excellent.
I'm talking with Colin Bond, one of our most famous racing car drivers. How's your day been at the motor show today?
Oh, fantastic. Look, it's great to come here and see so many cars, you know, and so many old cars. And ones that you used to drive yourself and think, my God, I should have kept those, shouldn't I? Because I never thought they're going to be worth anything. But here they are, they're looking magnificent.
And what about this one here? It's extraordinary.
Well, it is. I mean, it's been stopping more people, you know, looking at this, I think, than some of the ones which have actually been put together.
And what do you think of the event? Do you think it's something NRMA should do every year?
Oh, look, I think it's a great event. You know, I mean, look at the number of people that are around. It's a great day to have it on Australia Day, of course. And really, I mean, I think people like coming and looking at these sort of cars, and it's free. And I think, you know, that's fantastic.
Isn't that marvellous? Thank you very much.